I have all my life tried to make these big, beautiful, advanced chords. But lately I just found myself almost only using triads. So this video is going to be a tribute to triads and 3 approaches to how you can make triads more exciting. Let's get started. There are 5 different types of triads. There's the major, the minor, the suspended, the augmented, and the diminished. The major, we have the root note, and then we go 4 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, and it sounds like this. And then the minor is basically the same, but the third, which is this middle note, is 1 half down. But let's do it from scratch. 3 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not really sure if they're actually a part of the triads, but I think so. I think of it that way. The sus means that the third is suspended and converted into a fourth or a second. So there are actually 2 different kinds of sus chords. There is sus 4 and sus 2. So let's start with the 4. 5 half steps up from the root note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 half steps up to the 5th. And then the sus 2 is 2 half steps up, 1, 2, and then 5 half steps up to the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So until now we have only changed the third, which is this middle note. So sus 2, minor, major, and sus 4. We have the augmented chord, and that just means that the 5th is 1 half step up. And that's built upon major thirds. So how we make it is like this. We choose the root note and then 4 half steps up, which is say major third, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is an augmented triad. And then the last, the diminished. So that's basically 2 minor thirds on top of each other. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, but it's like, now we know how to make all the different triads. The first approach is to simply brute force your way through these chords. If there are one or multiple of these triads types that you haven't used, then really try to brute force them into your music. So basically every time you need to choose a chord, try to listen to this new triad. Me personally, I have never really used the augmented triads, which actually came as a surprise for me when I was researching for this video. So how I would do it is that I would of course start with the augmented chord. And yes, it would be nice to have it as the first chord. And then maybe go to a minor chord. But to really try to brute force my way into using the augmented, I could also try to like use another augmented. And it sounds really new because I haven't done it before, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. Then to a sus 2. It's harsh. but it really has some character, and this is what I mean about doing something exciting, because it's just like doing something new. And if I didn't start with making an augmented chord and actually two, then I would more or less stay in my safe zone. So by doing something that I rarely do or I've never done before, I get to experience something new. But we need to keep in mind that we're actually doing something that we haven't done before. So it's like we need to be brave. I have also made a live from scratch video. It's the 11th edition, where I brute force the diminished chord into making a song, and I was so happy about doing that, because it's just this thing about doing something new, then you get forced into being creative in a new way. So this was the first approach: brute force your way with triads types that you have never used before or just rarely used before, to like expand your world and to ignite your inspiration. But let's move on. Approach number 2: write a song using the same root note. So let's just use a C as a root note. So now we have 5 different types of chords we can use. We can use major. I liked it twice. So major, major, minor, sus2, and then sus4. So major, minor, sus2, sus4, sus2, major. And it's like, try to do this. Make a song only using the different triads. And we can make different parts. Only use one root note and the 5 different types of triads to make a song or a part of a song. Let's make one where we use the augmented. So 1, 4, 4. To a diminished. This is cruel. Okay, let's hear the first we made. And then let's go on to the next part. So diminished, augmented, to a diminished, to a minor, to a sus2, to a minor, to a sus4, and then back. I think this is extremely exciting. I think that this example really shows how exciting triads can be. But let's move on. The third and the last approach to how to make triads more exciting. Choose one type of triad and make a song only using that. So let's do it with the sus triads. So I will start out with a sus4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 up. And take it 1 octave down. So simply just try your way with only using one kind of triad. It can be for a whole song, but it can also just be for one part. But I think this sounds awesome. I use both sus2 and 4 in this example because they are basically the same. I can try to demonstrate. We have 1, 4, 5, but what if I octave this one up? Then we have 1, 2, 5. So it's basically just two different inversions of the same thing. sus2, sus4. Major chord is 4 half steps up from the root and then 3 half steps up. A minor chord is 3 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. A sus2 is 2 half steps up and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A sus4 is 5 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 up. A augmented chord is 4 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 half steps up again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a diminished is 3 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I hope that this will inspire you to realize how many options there is with triads. But if you want to learn more about 7th, 6th or 9th chords, or basically go to the more advanced part, then you can go and check out my video Chords, Harmony and Voicings, where I will basically go through how you can make these really big and beautiful chords. Another video that is also extremely exciting is why you need voicings, which is basically how you can transform these triads into some more complex melodies. And everything is extremely exciting. It's all about doing something that you think is fun, because music is about doing something that's exciting and fun. If you like this video, then please hit the thumbs up button and consider to subscribe to my channel. It would truly make me happy. Enjoy.